Hey, what's happening, Nation? It's Joku. Want to start taking a look at that Browns game tonight? Want to get your guys' thoughts about it? Just kind of see how everybody's feeling about it. I said before that Tampa Bay game that I had my doubts about this game, and I'm still. It's our defense, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. I want to see if it actually changes. I want to see what happens with it. But I want to get your guys' opinions. A lot of you guys think we're going to go out there and just kind of smoke this team and just kind of roll through them because they're banged up, like incredibly banged up. But let's take a look at it, man. If you're new to the channel, please do think about subscribing. It really does help me out. But, all right, so the Browns are 5-2 right now in an incredibly hard division, and they have been playing pretty damn good football. But they lost Chubb, they lost OBJ out there, and I'll tell you, for the first time all damn season, Baker came out there and lit it up last week, like truly lit it up. Put up 5 touchdowns, he had 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, 135 quarterback rating, right at 300 yards. And it was all without OBJ and all without Chubb. So, I mean, honestly, his history is showing us that Baker honestly plays a little bit better without OBJ on the field. I think he just feels like he can spread it out more. But they still have Landry. They still have Njoku, and I don't care what anybody says. Dude has an awesome name. But he also is a damn good tight end. He's probably within like the top 5 out there in the NFL, and you know how he struggled with the tight ends out there. And I mean, they still got Kareem Hunt out there. He's still, I mean, for what he is as a person, he's still a damn good running back out there. So, I don't know, man. Their offense could be clicking. That's where I really want to see some changes on the defensive side of the ball and see if we can actually come out there and get some really good pressure, because their offensive line, Teller, their guard, did not practice, and he's probably not going to play this week. Treader, their center, did not practice, or he didn't practice today, but he probably will end up going this week. And then Myles Garrett didn't practice because he has an ankle issue. Hooper, their other tight end, probably isn't going to play because he got his appendix pulled out. So, I mean, they have their injuries out there, and they have some dudes that they're going to be missing out there. So I really want to know if you think those injuries will be enough to carry us through this game with them being at home, because if we get into a true shootout and they're at home and they have the weapons that they have and our defense has been playing like it has, this game could get damn ugly again. It's going to piss me off, and I think it'll be like a close game until we get to the 4th, and I do not want to see another Tampa Bay situation happen out there. I understand this team does not have the talent level or the defense that Tampa Bay has. But we're not going to be back at full strength because Gruden came out there and said that Arden Key did not practice because of his foot, so he's questionable for this game. Edwards, it's doubtful. He's probably not coming back from what Gruden was saying. Incognito's not coming back for this game. He said Arnett is a possibility, but he still has to clear all his IR time and everything, so he might be a late activation. I'd really like to see that and get him back on the field out there with Mullen. And then we'll have Abram back, so that's really going to help going in forward to this game. But I don't know who's going to start, either Heath or Harris. I'm really curious to see how that one shakes out. I'm really curious to see if David Irvin is locked in to start into this game. I mean, actually, like, start in this game, not just be in the rotation. I still don't think that he's ready for that, as much as I would love to see it. I do not want to see him be another healthy scratch before this game. I think we could really use him out there. I think he's a big part of what Gruden was talking about with new players and new schemes, because he's the kind of guy that you can stick on the outside, and you can stick Hankins in the middle to be your big run stuffer, take up blockers in the middle, and kind of get more into those dime packages and still have Mad Max and Farrell rotating on one side. I think that would be pretty cool for us. I just want to know what your guys' thoughts are on it. Let me see if I had anything else before I start jumping into this. Yes. This game is going to come down, I'm telling you right now, to Derek Carr and Henry Ruggs. And I started Henry Ruggs out in my league. Telling you, he's going to go off this game. They have the Browns have the 30th ranked pass defense in football. And it's kind of bittersweet to see Carl Joseph on the 30th ranked pass defense, because I truly love that guy, but maybe that's a sign that he just wasn't the guy for us out there, because now he's on another secondary and they are straight trash out there. Carr has to be able to exploit this secondary. They have a decent run game, but I really think that you're going to see Myles Garrett get to Carr 1 or 2 times. Myles Garrett, right now, he has 9 sacks, which leads the NFL, and he has 4 forced fumbles, which leads the NFL. I could see him getting a Carr. I could see Carr coughing one up this game, as much as it sucks to say. But I really think we'd be okay with it. I think we'd end up kind of just rolling through. I think this game's going to be a shootout out there. But those are the things that we have to key on in this game. And then Josh Jacobs. And though a lot of people are down on Josh Jacobs right now, a lot of people are saying that we need to get Booker in there more. He's playing hurt. He has a hip injury. Honestly, I'd like to see him take a week off and just fully heal this thing. But if Gruden's going to keep sending him up the middle 10 times a game, and then everybody's pissed because he got 17 yards against the best run defense when he did nothing except run straight up the damn middle, it's going to drive me insane. I think Jacobs will have a way bigger game. I think if we can control Myles Garrett and we get Trent Brown back and we have Miller on the other side, I think Myles Garrett will be kept pretty damn quiet this game, with the exception of 1 or 2 big sacks out there. And they're going to come in key situations. I just feel it in my gut. But I think Jacobs will end up going off. I hope we try to get him the ball more out in space. And I think Booker's going to end up having a pretty damn good game out there. And all right, man, and that's what I had for you guys. We'll jump into the score prediction a little bit later. I really want to jump into this and get your guys' thoughts on it and just kind of see what you guys are thinking about it. I know a bunch of you guys have been commenting, but I'm just going to kind of start over here where I can see it. Chase, what's happening, man? I'm glad you could make it out. I wish we could win them at 100%. That being said, whatever it takes for the win, that's it, dude. Whatever it takes for us to get out there and win. Our next 2 games are really pivotal games. It's not like make or break for our season, but we have to at least get 2 of these next 3. We have to be able to beat these AFC teams that we're going to be fighting for that wild card spot for out there. Everyone's going to rip somebody's head off. Dave, man, welcome to the show. I truly hope you're right about that. I think Abram's pissed. I think he's fired up. I'm expecting a damn big game out of him. How's Muse Pinky Toe coming along? God, dude, J-Dog, what's happening, man? I want to see that kid hit the damn field. He's still riding it out there. There hasn't even been talk about that kid. I really want to see just somebody come out and say something. I don't know if his rookie season's just going to be a complete wash out there. It's kind of driving me insane, so I just don't know, dude. Anyone know if Irvin is playing? Cool Breeze, what's happening? I'm glad you can make it out. He was activated last game, then ended up being a scratch. We put him back on the practice squad. I know that we're going to activate him again. I really think that he's not going to be a scratch. I think he's a big part of what Gruden was talking about, of getting new players in there and testing out different schemes. I think he probably is going to be one of the big factors of that change out there, so I'll take that all day. Trust me, ain't starting Nazip again. J-Dog, I totally agree with you on that. Oh, Docs, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it to the show, dude. Yes, sir. Graphic made it out. Hefe. Oh, Hefe, I'm not even going to deal with you, dude. I'm focused on a totally different team. You guys lost. I know all you Chiefs fans are still bitter about it. You'll have another shot. But when we sweep you, then I will give you a special sponsor straight to my nuts. Power to P, what's happening, dude? Loyal to the soil, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Love seeing the nation in the building, dude. Everybody represents, man. I love it, dude. Steve McClendon was why Jacobs couldn't rush. Did y'all see him grabs Jacobs with one arm? I did not see that. The dude's a beast. He is a damn beast. I do know that. Chandler, what's happening, dude? Trent Brown is allowed back in the training facility on Friday, so he should be able to play on Sunday. Yeah, as long as he passed all his tests and everything goes good, he'll be back in Friday. I know he's doing the virtual stuff out there. I really think he'll be fine. I really want to see him play in this game, so I'll take it all day. Oh, Mikey, what's up, dude? I'm glad you made it out, dude. Mark, what's happening? Dante, Josh Jacobs needs to rest. People are saying that he's bad when he's banged up and we had no offense. That's what drives me nuts, dude. And the same, people are giving Carr crap about last week. It's like, if you're going to give Carr crap about last week and you're going to give Jacobs crap about last week, then you need to address our entire offensive line. You need to give Simpson a good bit of crap. You need to give Good some crap out there. I've got to give Brandon Parker, man. Nobody's going to be jumping on that bandwagon. Think about that line they had last week. You guys have lost your damn minds out there. Melissa, how are you doing? I'm glad you could make it out to the show. Wicked, what's going on? We need some power sweeps and off-tackle runs. Thank you, dude. Get something to the outside. I swear to God, if you can run outside the tackles, I think it would be a world of difference. I think Josh Jacobs would have a big grin on his face and would be super happy about it instead of just taking dives up the middle the entire damn game. Javier, what's happening, dude? I knew we were going to lose against the Bucks, but like I said, it's okay. If we can close out this week 7 with the 4, we're 3-4 in the playoffs, and we had 7-2 or 6-3 closing out the season. Javier, I could totally see that, dude. And like I said, man, this game's going to be damn tough. It truly is. If our defense steps up and like we go out there and just play a crazy defensive game, which I'm not going to say that we are because we've all seen our defense this year, but if they do put it together, they go out there and it looks a little bit different, and we go ahead and just stop this Browns offense from really putting up like. If we can keep them from putting up over 21, we'll blow them out because I guarantee you we're putting up over 30 in this game. But if we come out there and this thing becomes a shootout, and remember the last time we played the Browns, it was just a straight scoring fest out there. It's actually a pretty cool game to watch, but it did give you a heart attack out there. Oh, Gardaloo, what's going on? If our D-line ladies don't man up, Mayfield is going to light us up. I'll tell you right now he's going to, dude. Because a dude like Jarvis Landry and Njoku out there can go out there. Who's that other... Rashard Higgins. That's the kid that ended up coming in after OBJ went down. He had 6 catches for over 100 yards, and it seemed like him and Mayfield had like immediate rapport just coming in right off the rip, so I'm sure those guys have been working even more. Their offense and outside, it scares the hell out of me, dude, because Boston did not play a good game last week, and for some reason we're not playing Isaiah Johnson. And so whoever's on that side over there, it's going to be him versus Higgins. And, I mean, it was Lawson that was covering Godwin last week, and Godwin ended up having a field day out there till he ended up getting hurt. Jacobs will return soon. Our O-line, yeah, dude. As soon as our O-line gets healthy, Jacobs is going to start tearing it up. Chris, what's happening, dude? Browns has allowed the most passing yards by far this season. Number 1 in creating turnovers. They are. That's the thing, dude. Like, they're allowing a bunch of yards up on them. They're allowing a bunch of points, but they're getting the turnovers, and they're winning these games. And, I mean, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that final score, dude. Gruden's too conservative, man. I completely agree with you, Raymond. I completely agree with you. Seahawks draft well, I think. They let that kid go. It was a mistake. He seems sorry and he's motivated. I'll take it all day. Chase, I agree with you. I like that kid. I know what he did was completely stupid out there, but he was just a kid, man. I mean, these guys coming out, they're like 19, 20 years old. So, I mean, sometimes somebody does something dumb. I've done so much dumb stuff in my life. But I think he is apologetic for it. I don't think he's going to be anything more than a practice squad guy for us, unless somebody we get like a major injury and then he ends up being like the back end of the rotation. But I do like the fact we have him on this team and we kind of see what's going on with him. Andrew, what's happening, dude? Really think this game will be a huge momentum boost to get our season back on track. I'm hoping you're right. And my gut tells me that it's going to be. But I'm telling you, if this defense doesn't change, Baker is going to just feast on us, dude. And I'm going to be so pissed watching Baker Mayfield go off on this team. It's going to drive me damn insane. But if we can end up playing and getting that pressure like we were getting against KC, we should be able to just truly light this team up. And it would, dude. It would completely reset the tone, and everybody will be singing a different tune. And I'm telling you, dude, there's a definite possibility we can do it. Move Joyner to safety, sit Eric Harris. But then, Breeze, who would you put in that nickel spot then? You'd have to bring somebody in. A lot of you guys say it's time to see Amik out there and taking that starting role. I personally would have said it before. I'd like to see Isaiah Johnson take that role in the nickel. And then Nixon's still a little bit banged up out there, so I don't think he could go out there and do it for us just yet. But I think that would be a good thing for us. I can only see one loss against our division and one against Atlanta, the Dolphins, or the Colts, but not all three. Not all three. No chance all three, dude. That would drive me insane. Lee, turnover battles can easily decide games. Browns have a ton of turnovers on the year, and we barely have any. That drives me truly insane, but you are 100% right about that. A big turnover at the right time can swing the momentum in a game 150% out there. And then sometimes to the point, we saw it last week when Carr threw that pick. Like, we blew that third down, Carr threw that pick. That game was over at that point right there. If we do something like that again, it's going to be the same damn scenario out there. Damn, no Arnett or Incognito. Arnett, I don't know. Gruden made it sound like Arnett still had a chance out there coming back. I didn't think the timetable worked out, but I mean, we'll see what happens with it. DC is going off this Sunday. I'm telling you, dude, DC needs to go off this Sunday because if he does, that will make us dominate this game out there. And he should be able to pick apart this 30th ranked secondary. He legitimately should. I don't care if we have Edwards or not. It sucks that we don't. But we'll have Ruggs at full strength. We'll have Aguilar at full strength. We'll have Waller at full strength. We'll have Renfro. Dude, we're going to have like almost our complete offensive package out there on that field. We should be able to light them up as far as the scoreboard goes. We just have to be able to stop them, dude. You can't just motion Ruggs and run up the middle. He's not full. No, he's not. Still, not a damn person on the field is fooled when Ruggs goes in motion every damn play. And then we do the exact same run. Like, God, dude, you do it 3 times, and then the defense is like, are they seriously doing it again? Then they key on it, and then we're screwed. I trust Mayock. We're going to move forward with. We are going to move forward from Gunther. I think we are too, but I don't think we're going to see it till the end of the season. I think you might honestly see like a behind-the-scenes kind of thing where Marinelli slowly starts to take this defense over, which is really what I think is happening right now. But Gunther's still kind of out there, but he's calling Marinelli's plays. And, dude, it's going to be weird for a minute. I'm really hoping the defense can respond to it and just kind of keep track with the changes that are going to be happening as far as this defense goes. I really hope we get a good response for it. I think this team understands that the level that they're playing at right now on the defensive side of the ball is just complete trash, and something needs to change and something needs to give. But if we go out there and we keep running this Gunther scheme and he's like, I'm changing it up, don't you worry, and then he comes out there and runs something that instead of 3 plays or 3 defenses, he's running 4, we're going to end up being eaten alive again, dude. But they ended up giving up 400 yards to Joe Burrow in that Bengals offense. If Carr, I swear to God, if Carr goes out there and just puts up a goose, I'm going to be so pissed. Like, so pissed. This game is going to be light work. They almost lost to the Bengals. They did, dude. And I'm saying, dude, that Burrow had 400 yards, dude, against that defense. Gilmore Harris before the deadline. Wicked, I still truly believe that we're not going to pull a move. As much as I want us to pull a move, I do not think we're going to do anything before this trade deadline. Gruden said that they were he didn't really want to talk about it, but he's like, it's a team thing. We're going to keep it all in the house out there, but we're going to do whatever we're going to do whatever it takes to make this team better. That means nothing's going to happen. He says that crap all the time. So, I don't know. I would love to see us go out there and make a move. I would love, like, any kind of move. We've missed out on some pretty big players out there that have been traded for pretty much next to nothing out there that we could have brought onto this team. And it's just not happening, dude. So, it drives me insane. Abram is not playing really exposed Abram not playing really exposed. Yes, Alfred, dude, 100%. Him not being out on the field, I told you before that game, it was like Heath and Harris playing our safeties in a damn scary situation. And, I mean, we were all right about that because that was pretty obvious for everyone to see. Last time we played them, we had no offense, and we still lit up that damn scoreboard, dude. Not going anywhere if our DBs are backed off 15 yards. Spitfire. Facts. Like, straight facts. Belegas, what's happening? Reminds me of the 2016 Raiders D. Yeah, and in that 2016 season, it was Carr leading us down the field at the end of every damn game to pull out that clutch win for us. Littleton seems like got to step up regardless of scheme. Jada, I'll give you that. Littleton needs to turn something around. I really thought that, he played pretty damn good last week. I understand he had some mishaps out there, and he looked pretty good the week before that. He seems to be progressing in this system. I'm hoping this is the game where he can put it all together for us. Edgar, what's happening? Heath missed so many tackles. Can't give Johnson a try. He needs more reps in order to improve. Thank you, dude. Get him in the field. Get him into that rotation. Amik Robertson in the nickel. That would free up Joyner to take that safety spot. You could put him, I don't know, like if that's the move they were talking about, like, and then bringing in David Irving up front and then putting Joyner back at the safety and letting Amik get out there and play. Like, I would love to see it, at least because it would be something different, dude. And I would take that all damn day. What's up, buddy? I think Gruden's going to move the defensive guys around. I also think PG's last game before he hits the pavement. Mike, what's happening? That's a bold statement, but it's a very real possibility. Jomo, what's happening, dude? Why do you think they restructured Littleton's contract early on? Because he's not playing good. In like hindsight, looking back on that, you could be right about that. Costas, what's going on, man? I'm glad you could make it out. Hopefully we can hold them to 17 points if Gunther can flip his playbook. So it's not... Oh man, dude, if we could hold them under 17, that would be a true statement for our defense out there. No worries, dude. Littleton's contract was restructured to get us cap space, but I saw what he was saying out there. I can see where he's coming from. DC is the reason why we have 3 wins. Yeah, like straight facts. What kind of defensive changes Gruden suggested or made? Do you think he might go to a 3-4 defense? Anthony, I truly do not think that we will go to a 3-4 defense. I think you might see 3 men up front, like we were playing against the Chiefs out there, but I don't think it'll be a true 3-4. We don't have the linebackers to go out there and run a true 3-4. I've talked about moving Key back to that spot, but Key's never actually played linebacker. I would not want to see Key in coverage. You could still blitz him on every play out there, but in certain situations, they motion out that way, and then all of a sudden you have Arden Key guarding like either Njoku or their slot receiver. He's going to get eaten up, like just straight eaten up. So I'm not sure how they're going to run it. I think it's going to be looking more like a dime out there, but I don't know, dude. I'll take any kind of change we can get out there. Gunther doesn't know how to use our players to the maximum benefit. I agree with that, dude. In Dallas, Marinelli wasn't that great of a defense coordinator. No, he wasn't. And I really don't want to see him take over as defensive coordinator. I'd like to see him make it to the end of the year, and then we bring in a new defensive coordinator, and we just kind of keep doing what we have to do to get through this season. Last time the Raiders played the Browns, 45-42. Myles Garrett, half a sack. Parker and Miller held their own against Garrett. And that was Brandon Parker, dude, stepping up against one of the best in the league out there. That game was a true shootout there. That was a fun damn game to watch. I was jumping up and down at the end of that game. I still remember that game. We need to use rugs. Why spend the money on a sports car and leave it in the garage? No, it's not a damn showpiece, dude. Get out there and play him. Whip him the ball. And it's not even talking about him just going deep every time. Get him on those little slants. We saw him bust one of those little out routes for like 30, 40 yards last week, dude. Just get him out in the space. It doesn't have to be a bomb. Get that defense backing up. Even if we get Gilmore, if we have no No, dude, he's going to get roasted out there, man. I don't care if you're the best cornerback in the league. If you give a quarterback 5 to 7 seconds to throw a ball out there, eventually that wide receiver is going to lose you, and you're going to end up looking like you got burned, even though it's not your fault. Wide receiver is not the issue. No, dude, wide receiver is not our issue. I'm not sold on Marinelli. I'm not sold on him at all, Raiders fan, like at all. I think a 4-3 and a fourth is a spy if needed. That's possible in this game, especially going up against Baker, because Baker will end up going out there and he'll make some runs on you and see if he can find some little bit of green grass out there before he whips one as well. Alfred Trust, I brought 65 on a 65 Mustang and it stays in the garage. I, for one, refuse to believe that the D-line is no good. Simple as that. 3 out of 4 guys started last year. And man, I'm telling you, dude. Straight facts. Caesar, what's happening, dude? Joku and Rielly, what changes can they really do? I mean, the scheme won't change because it's worse as far as chemistry. I mean, Caesar, dude, that's it. That's where my doubt comes in this game. I don't see it, honestly, looking any different out there. I could see us probably getting in some different personnel, which I would love to see, but I think the defense itself is going to look pretty much the same, which maybe shuffling around the players would work. But like you're saying, they'd have to rebuild that chemistry out there. They'd have to kind of start gelling with new players out on the field. I don't know what's going to end up happening with it, and that's why I'm worried about this game. My plant manager is a Browns fan. Let's go Raiders. Did Mark call the Vegas PD? Our defense is... Mitchell, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. I don't know. I'm guessing a spy would be for the mobile QBs. Yeah, like I said, dude, Mayfield can't get out there. And so, I don't know. This offense really isn't like the Chiefs' offense out there. Like, they have a few speed guys out there, but they have a lot of power on the field, too. So, I don't know. This game's going to be weird to see, dude. If Trent Brown is playing, we'll win. I hope to see Irvin on... Yeah, Vegas, what's happening, dude? If Trent Brown plays this game, it's going to be a huge advantage for us. I'd like to see David Irvin get involved, but I really don't know if he will get involved, and if he does, if he'll be limited or not, dude. Farrell needs to show up this game. Oh, man. I know a lot of you guys hate Farrell, and I catch a lot of crap for this because I really do like that kid. He seems to be progressing, I will say that. He had a pretty good quarter and a half out there last week. Things were looking good, but I don't know, dude. I need Mad Max to generate more on his side to free up Farrell more to do what Farrell actually does. Mad Max is having a decent season out there. He's not playing like lights out. He's not as disruptive as he was last season. So hopefully he can get back into it a little bit this game with their banged up offensive line. I want Greg Williams next year. Steven, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you could make it out. Flight work's going on. Waller's going for 100. I could definitely see Waller breaking 100 this game. I would love to see it too. But I think Nelly and Ruggs on the outside are actually going to get a decent amount of just targets this game. I really hope they can come down with them and catch them. I think this game could end up being a really big breakout game for Carr himself. If Burrow can go for over 400, Carr should be able to go for like 350 out there, especially if we have our offensive line, the majority of it back. And I mean, our key pieces besides Edwards, they're playing and they're healthy and they're ready. I'm so damn excited about that. I'd love a perfect stress-free win, good health. Big Al, I would love that, dude. Just go out there and play a good, solid game. Our defense shuts them down a little bit. Our offense keeps scoring points. We just go out there and prove that we're in this upper echelon of teams out there. I left in the fourth quarter last time we faced the Browns. Found out that we won on the ride back home. Should have stuck that one out, dude. That was a hell of a finish. What's the deal with Arden Key? No production out of this guy. Is it time to move on and cut him? They will not cut him. There's no chance of that. I personally really like Arden Key. A lot of you guys wanted to see him cut before this season. I thought he was been playing pretty damn good for us. He was a huge factor in that Chiefs game out there. But I guess he got a little bit banged up in this past game because right now he's not even practicing for us. I'm curious to see if he dresses for this game. Arden Key and Nassib and the linebackers at a 3-4. Nassib has played linebacker in a 3-4 before, so I can see him possibly transition into it. He kind of sucked in coverage as far as the linebacker spots goes. That's why he ended up being moved back to the defensive line, and now we're just kind of shuffling between both. So that could be cool to see. I would take that. Arden Key, I still have as much as I'd love it, I still have my doubts about it. When was the last time the Raiders had a blowout win? Like lower my heart rate? Dude, Jason, I could not even remember the last time we went out there and just truly, truly smacked somebody. Max is going for 3 sacks. I'd take that, dude. Max needs to get in there and get 3 sacks. I'd like to see Abram come flying through that line and get a sack this game. Aaron brings the energy for this defense. He truly does. And he does all the play calling for the back half of our secondary. I think that's why you saw so many guys out of position out there and so many guys that just kind of look completely lost in their coverage schemes out there last week. It's because they had Heath and Harris out there kind of calling the shots out there as far as like the secondary lineups. And it just didn't work. It did not work at all. Is Hurst playing this game? Yes. From everything I read, Chaos, he is playing this game and he's ready to go. It's insane how we are averaging 28.5 and we can only be at 500. All over 500. Our defense needs to change. If we can hold them, God, dude, if we can just hold a team, yeah. If we can hold a team under 30, we'd be looking damn good. Jason, what's going on, dude? I appreciate you, man. Arden Key can go at this point. He ain't done nothing. I just thought there's nobody. I mean, he's a good depth spot for us as far as like right now goes, where he can come in. Like, he's a damn good blitzer. I understand that he barely ever gets there, but he gets the pressure there to where they end up getting that ball out way faster. I don't see us getting rid of him unless we bring like somebody on before this trade deadline, which is a possibility, but I just don't see it happening. No Richie this week? No. Does not look like Richie's going to be playing, which sucks, dude. But I'm telling you, good being our only missing spot on that offensive line. Our offensive line still looks pretty damn stellar out there. And that will free up Jacobs enough to go out there and play a damn good game this week. He played well against KC. He did. He played damn good. If Irvin is the same player as Dallas, he's so tall and he gets his hands up, he should help generate pressure and turnovers. You have a few tip balls, and then Littleton picks those things off up in the air, and then it's just gone. I'll take that. 915, what's going on? Edgar, what's happening, dude? We should have drafted Devin White instead of Farrell. I'm not going to argue with you on that, P-Dog. I'm not going to argue with that at all. Defense is definitely holding us back. Tired of saying it every minute. Oh, God, dude. And it is. Every damn year, I'll give you that. Can we switch Ruggs' role with Nelly's? I'm tired of using Ruggs to... I understand what you're saying out there, and it's like, because Nelly he's catching those little crossing routes, he's catching those little slants, he's catching a little post across the middle. That's what I do. I would love to see Ruggs in that position. I don't know why we're not doing it. I don't know if we're trying to protect Ruggs, but you draft this dude to go out there and be that playmaker for you. I don't know if Carr has just become more comfortable throwing it to Nelly over the middle, or if Ruggs is just the kind of guy that does not want to or like to go over the middle, but it seems like he's done it pretty damn well in the past in college. I don't know. Maybe it's a timing thing to where Carr doesn't want to whip it over the middle, because if he does miss timing with Ruggs and he's going at full speed, it's going to be a pick, or it's going to get tipped up and somebody's going to end up making a play on that damn thing. Farrell is playing great, stopping the run, putting pressure, just no sacks. That's it. And that's why Farrell is a defensive end and not an edge rusher. That's it right there. And he does. He plays damn good against that run. If you've seen the latest video of Raider tubers, tape don't lie, they completely exposed how bad DC and Gunther is. Gunther honestly needs to go. Fierce, dude, I'm not gonna say anything bad, because I do like those guys' show. I do watch it all the time. But it's one of those situations like where you can go out there and like just pick certain plays and put them out on the tape and be like, if he would have done this, this, and this, and he's making this mistake. And I mean, granted, it's there. It's right there on the tape. So, I mean, these guys aren't wrong. I give those guys the utmost respect. They put on a hell of a show. But you can go out there and pick out 5 or 6 plays where Gunther's defense totally looked awesome and everything worked right. And you're only seeing one side of it out there. So hopefully the player changes can really help with that. We need to do something out there. Browns favored. Oh, yeah, by 2.5. They are, dude. And I really think it's not as bad as it was against them. They have Tampa Bay out there. Sorry about old Squeaky, guys. Get out there. And beat them 35-0. That's a relaxing Sunday. Dude, if we went out there and shut them out, which I don't think there's any possibility of us doing out there, but if we did it, I would love every damn second of that. And that would set a statement out there. No, get Nassib out of here. Chiefs 15-0. They got one loss. I mean, we gave them that one loss. The Chiefs in 2017. Oh, God, dude. The Jets in 2017. DC going off for 415, 4 touchdowns. DC should go off this game, dude. I started him, too. I got DC and I got Ruggs starting in my lineup this week, because I'm really feeling that they're going to come out there and just light it up and put on a pretty damn good show for us out there. What happened to those practice squad guys who played so well for us against the Chiefs? They immediately went back to the practice squad, and they never came back up. I'm telling you right now, I want to see Jones get in there and start making some plays for us. I want to see Vickers get back in there. I'm really hoping that this week during practice, all those practice squad guys and our current starting defensive line, we're all running the same drills, all getting the same amount of reps, and we're going to go ahead and just to kind of make some different decisions based off of how that went. I think that would look a hell of a lot better for us, dude. Back when the Chiefs went 1-15. Thoughts on trading for Brandon Graham? Ryan, what's happening, dude? I'm glad you could make it out. What would you want to give up for him? Would be my first question to you. I don't think we're making any moves, dude. I truly don't think we're going to pull any moves. Gunther is a Todd Downing of defensive coordinator. That's sad but true, Raider J. I think we could force some interceptions. I think Abrams really going to want to get the ball out there. I really think he's going to be headhunting this game. I think it's going to make a big difference in our secondary. He's been close on a few this season. I really think he's going to end up going ahead and getting it. And I could see him getting a long return. I really want to see Mullen get a damn pick, but everybody's like, Mullen's not doing anything. He's not getting them. He's shutting down his receiver out there, but he's not being allowed to play that true man press out there. I think he can definitely play that against Landry. I really think this could be the game because Mullen's going to be in his face the entire game. To where if Baker slips up a little bit, you're going to see Mullen get his first pick. Damn, that thing better be a pick six. I'd be so happy. Our team is way too good to be scared of the Browns. Yeah, dude. Our team is way too good to be scared of the Browns, but our defense is not. And that's the damn problem that we have right now. Maybe they'll show up and silence me. I'd love if our defense went out there and made me look like a damn fool and shut the Browns out. I'd be the happiest damn man sitting out here Sunday night. His Achilles heel injury must have been pretty bad. I don't want to take any chances no, dude. I do not want to play incognito until he is fully 100% and ready to go out there. I'm not going to chance that at all. Won't be happy till Paul's gone. Oregon, what's happening, dude? I'm not going to lie. We completely agree on that one, dude. Kenny Young, what's going to happen? Edwards comes back. Oh, when Edwards comes back? I think Edwards will probably be back the week after this. I know he's back limited at practice. Gruden said it was just nice to see him back out there, but he thought he was still doubtful for this game. As soon as he does come back, I think he's just going to be... honestly, I would really want to see Ruggs in the slot and then have him on the outside. But I think he'll just end up being part of the rotation out there. I really think it's going to end up staying with Nelson Aguilar and Ruggs out on the field with Edwards just kind of working in slowly behind him. It's been working damn good for us. There's no reason to mess with it, so I'll take it. Arizona Raider Nation in the house. Jesse, what's happening? I'm glad you could make it to the show. We need some bubble screens and draw plays. I'd love to see a bubble screen go out to Ruggs on the outside, or even Aguilar, dude. I do not want to see little tight end screens that are going to Jason Witten out there. And I'd love to see a few screens, like actual outside screens, not like the ones up the middle that I have seen, and get Jacobs out there in some space with some blockers in front of him, dude. You can't tape it up an Achilles? No, dude, you cannot. That is a straight fact. If we picked Devin White would freaking suck because our defense coaches suck. Fierce, dude, that's honestly a very sad but true statement. It's not torn, probably inflamed, and it is, dude. And I think once it gets to that point, I would imagine, like I'm no doctor out there, but it would be way easier to go ahead and just fully tear that thing. So you might as well just let them fully heal back up before you bring them out. Now that we have some pieces back on that offensive line, we have our depth back on that offensive line, so I'm not worried about him jumping back into this. I'd way rather have him in the back half of the season making a playoff run out there. How many games until we can hold the team to less than 14? Oh, Big Al, dude. I'm telling you, man, there's no telling. I don't think we might see less than 14 this entire damn season out there. Has anybody seen Cleveland 95 on NFL Network? I have not. I do not know what that is. They need to work Ruggs into the plays more often. Yeah, and they talked about that, and Gruden was like, oh, man, maybe we need to scheme him in more. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Maybe you need to scheme him in more. Get out there and get that dude the ball, man. Forget TV later on in the season when we encounter them. This ain't over. No, dude, it is nowhere near over yet. We need to make those moves. If we play off bound, Dave, I'll give you that, dude. Every defensive player come here always sucks because when we bring in somebody here on the offense, they look good. Nelson Aguilar and Booker, you're right, dude. When we bring somebody onto the offensive side, even if they're only here for a couple of weeks, it seems like we can kind of get them the ball, get them into the house one or two times. But bringing somebody on the defense, man, it tells you something. That's a pretty blaring damn thing right there that everybody should be looking at. I don't know how nobody's seen it yet, but it is what it is. 35-17, Raiders 2 picks, 4 sacks. I think that's the kind of game I would love. That would be a statement out there that we went out there and just truly knocked off a team that's on a hot streak right now. And honestly, if we can get Baker Mayfield, it's not even pressure with Baker Mayfield. If we can just get like really solid coverage out there, he'll end up making some mistakes. He does it all the damn time. But I do not need him getting that, because I mean, he has a head full of steam right now, and he's going to come out there feeling dangerous, whatever that crap means. So hopefully we can get to him and just kind of make him make those dumb mistakes that he's used to making, and then we could turn this game around pretty damn quick. Would you bring back Trent if he restructured? Yeah, if he restructured in a major way, I would definitely take him back. I just don't think he would do it. I got a feeling that we started Tom Brady's career, and we're going. Oh man, dude! I hope we see them again, and it will only be in the Super Bowl. And I would love to see that. We need to get another shot at them. We have to. That game pissed me off. We never went 1-15 when we were not good. Oh, I think he was talking about the Chiefs back then. Who could we get as far as a defense coordinator? Realistically, Wade Phillips. That would be my choice. Would be Wade Phillips. There's not too many dudes sitting out there. Rex Ryan does not want to come back and coach. I know a lot of people are throwing his name around out there. Wade Phillips, I do believe, does want to come back and actually coach, and is just kind of waiting for a spot out there. I don't know how him and Gruden would work together. I would like to see it. I don't know, man. It seems like he gave Gunther full control, so why not give Wade Phillips full control and just see what he does with your defense, dude? Carl Joseph of Browns, thoughts? I personally love Carl Joseph. I was pissed when we got rid of him. I wanted to see him and Abram play together. I thought we truly missed out on something special that we're not going to be able to get that back. But, I mean, now he's going over to the Browns, and the Browns have the 30th ranked secondary in the football. So, obviously, maybe he's not that good, and I was just kind of blinded by it. He is a little bit undersized. I think Carr is personally going to exploit him this game. He understands all of Carl Joseph's tendencies out there, so I could see him getting him to bite on a move that he normally wouldn't bite on just because he knows what he's thinking out there. But it goes vice versa for Carl Joseph because he's played against Carr through practice for so long. Trent Brown won't restructure. No, he won't, dude. What's your thoughts on Julio Jones? And would you offer a first with all the silky picks that we make in the No, I would not offer a first for Julio Jones. Julio Jones would come to this team, he'd play halfway decent, he'd be beat up a little bit, and then by the end of the season, he'd be demanding more money like he does every single year in Atlanta. I am in Atlanta. I watch him do it to him every damn year. He has their cap completely screwed, and it is what it is. I don't want Julio Jones, dude. There's a lot of receivers out there, and we have a lot of receivers on this team that have a ton of talent. No, I'm not biting on that one, dude. How is our practice squad better than our starters? If you don't mind it at all, just confuse me. It blows my mind, man. Those dudes came out there and played great. Stick with that rhythm. You had to go and stick with it out there. I don't know why they don't, man. Delta Sportsman, what's happening, man? I'm glad you could make it out. Robert, the Raiders might have well face the facts. It's Paul Gunther or his scheme. They brought in a good defensive pieces. They weren't that good of a team, or they're good in college. At some point, it's the coaching. Dude, at this point right now, it's the damn coaching. It is what it is. If we blow out the Browns, they won't give us credit, and they'll probably just say that it was... No, you're completely right. If we blow out any team this game, it's going to be, what happened to the Browns? Baker played so good and then played the Raiders and it just looked like trash. There's got to be something wrong. Losing OBJ has just totally destroyed them. They'll give us zero credit, Z's. You're 100% right about that. Jeff, what's up, dude? Done playing that guitar, hanging out for a minute. Looking forward to this game. We'll see if the changes are actually going to equal the wins. Me too. That's what I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see if there's actually changes out there and what those changes are. Actually has me pretty damn pumped up for this game. Just kind of see how it does look out there. I have to see Cleveland 95. Cleveland fans don't mess around. No, Cleveland has some pretty damn solid fan base. I'm not going to take that away from them. We've all seen it out there. The dog pound is a real thing. Gruden said that every week about Ruggs being used more. He does. He says it Gruden says the exact same damn thing every single week in his press conferences, and nothing changes. Like, nothing at all changes, no matter what he's talking about. So, I don't know. Like, you get to the point where you're just sitting there like, all right, well, Gruden's going to come out there and blow a little bit of smoke. Then Carr's going to come out there and say exactly what Gruden said in a different kind of way out there. And then nothing actually gets done. Nothing actually changes. I don't know. It's got to get to that point to where it's kind of like, all right, things need to happen. Alec Ingold needs more target. Alec Ingold needs to be way, way more a part of this offense and this offensive scheme out there, especially if Josh Jacobs is banged up. I'm telling you right now, put Foster Moreau at fullback, put Ingold as your running back, and let him see if he can start busting some lanes for you, because I guarantee you he's going to do it. Alec Ingold is one of my favorite players, but he's still just a fullback. Yeah, but he's catching... Dude, he ran a wheel route that pass game. We missed him down the sideline, but he had a good shot at that ball. He's popping players' helmets off out there. He's getting involved, but give him a bigger role out there, dude. Edgar, blitz, blitz, blitz. I'd love to see us blitz, blitz, blitz. But I think it'll end up being like, well, we're going to blitz on 3rd and long, and then you're never going to see another blitz out there unless our front four can get there. It drives me insane, dude. Send them. Send them so damn much. Our blitzing scheme, we're at like 15%, dude. And it sucks, dude. That drives me insane. Plus, I mean, if you think about it, our blitz packages out there, they're trash, like complete trash. We'll stack one side and then blitz from the other, or we'll end up going out there and just having like the most obvious blitz you've ever seen in your life, and then it gets picked up, and then we're just down a man in the back. The Jets haven't beaten anybody. We would have the same record. Oh, Jack Del Rio coached the defense. I would not want Jack Del Rio back on this team. I think him and Gruden would clash tremendously. I honestly, I don't know. I don't even think he would come back just because of Mark Davis out there. I think he was pretty bitter about that whole damn thing when it ended. Keys, what's happening, dude? I wish we would make a play for Harrison Smith. He unfollowed the Vikings. I would take that. That's a move I would definitely take. If Brown won't restructure, then leave Brown. Yeah, but I mean, you're right. He's not going to restructure, so we're either going to keep paying him, come out there and play healthy, and maybe or stay healthy. But until we see that, I'm not going to buy into it. Gallagher, what's happening? Julio Jones always gets sniped by the hamstring. Yeah, every single time. The old hamstring sniper taking shots at Julio. Troy, what's happening, dude? Baker plays better without OBJ, in my opinion. We're going to win this game. Troy, I'm glad you can make it out. That I talked about that right at the start of this show because, like, we've seen it before in the past when OBJ's been hurt. I think it takes a ton of pressure off of Baker Mayfield's shoulders to where he doesn't feel like he has to continuously feed the ball to OBJ out there. He really starts opening up. He sees the field a lot better without OBJ out there. Even though, I mean, Beckham Jr. can be like a playmaker out there. I'm not taking anything away from him. I just think it helps out Baker when he's not on the field. I can honestly see them moving away from OBJ at the end of this season. I take zero credit all the way back to the Super Bowl. Clippers, what's going on, dude? Raiders, I don't know. You lost me on that one, dude. Paul Gunther isn't going anywhere. His wife and friends are with John Gruden's wife. He shows the nation, so he might get our defense going. It sucks to say, but he ain't going anywhere. At some point, business takes over, dude. Gruden did say something about a change of players in the post-game speech. He did, dude. J-Dog, that's what I was talking about the other night in my video. He came out there and said there was going to be a different scheme and different players on this defense. That's the whole reason I made that video, because I could tell he was pissed, and I wanted to see what the actual changes were going to be. So, I don't know, man. It could look, I'm not going to say it's going to look dramatically different, but I think you could see a lot of different faces on this defensive front. I don't think you'd see too many changes at that linebacker position, but you could see some pretty damn big moves in that secondary. Dial it up, Gruden. Dial it up, give it to Gunther, and then see if Gunther can make it work, because right now it's not. Or give it to Marinelli and see what Marinelli can call. Put Gunther up in the booth again and just kind of let it look like he's calling this defense, but have Marinelli wearing a headset actually making these calls. That's kind of like in my gut, I think is going to be happening out there. Marinelli will take over this D, will be different versus the Browns. Our offense is great, dude. If it works, we're going to come out there and just kill them, dude. I don't believe we need a better coach on the D, but I won't crucify Paul G like other fans. Name the elite defenders we've had besides Woodson and Mack in the past years. All your money and... All right, I'll give you that, Sean. I will give you that. But I said before that Gunther was only missing a few pieces, and it was his linebackers. And he went out there and got Kwiatkowski, and he got Littleton. Those are two damn good linebackers in the NFL. And since they come onto this team, then we bring Malik Collins in. I was like, dude, now we got Malik Collins. He's really going to help with this defensive line. We still have Mad Max coming out there. And it's just not coming together, dude, at all. Even with Abram out there, he's a headhunter, and he looks good, and he helps this defense out tremendously. But even with him on the field, teams are still dropping 30 plus on us. So I do understand what you're saying, man. But at some point, you have to look at it and just be like, these guys aren't that trash. Like, I understand they're not the elite players in the NFL, but they're not the bottom of the barrel like we've had on this defense in the past. This defense should be looking a hell of a lot better than it is right now. So all our defensive coaches suck, and we cannot teach the tricks to make our plays. Kojo, what's happening, dude? I'm with you, dude. We've seen this many times before. It smells like a trap game. Dark man, what's going on? I'm glad you can make it out. This game, it's going to come down to our defense, dude. Where is Del Rio right now? He is the defense coordinator somewhere. Where is he at right now? He's coaching somewhere. He's under contract, so I mean, he's not coming over. I expected to be 3-3 or 4-2 through all of our injuries to be being on that schedule. We're about to run at least 8 wins in the next 10 games. Just watch. I'm not worried or concerned a bit. We are legit. Troy, dude, I think we are truly legit out there. I'm not worried about us not making the playoffs. I think we're going to end up going on a run, but something has to be fixed out there. And I think you're going to see it. Like, you're going to see it start this game. We're going to win this game. Our defense is going to look a little bit better. We're going to be talking about how it does look better. And then maybe we can go out there and really make some big changes. Oh, I just saw that pipe up. Hire Dan Quinn. I would take Dan Quinn as our defensive coordinator, not as a head coach. Dan Quinn is a damn good defensive coordinator. And if he had complete control over this defense, I would think it would look tremendously different. Like, tremendously different. With the players that we have on it right now, I'll give you that, dude. I'll take that. And he is available right now and probably looking for work. Baker gets frustrated. That's what we need. Yes, dude. If we can get him frustrated and kind of get in his head a little bit, he's going to make some mistakes out there. We'll capitalize. Tampa Bay completely exposed this defense. We don't adjust to anything and run the same crap game. Delta's white. That's it. 110%. Zero adjustments on the defensive side. Zero different looks on that defensive side. You have to be able to mix it up. You have to be able to mix it up quarter to quarter, like play to play. Like, get these guys in different rotations and spots out there, and it's just not happening, dude. No need to blame Jacobs. It's the play calling, predictable runs up the middle. Yeah, dude, I'm not blaming Jacobs at all. I've been reading a lot. A lot of people have been coming down on him, and it's like, dude, what the hell are you talking? That dude's a premier back in the NFL right now, running with a zero offensive line out there. It was driving me insane. I'm more nervous about the Chargers than this week. Sultan, what's happening, dude? That Chargers game is going to be a tough damn game. I'm not going to lie about that. They've been playing incredibly damn strong out there. Little Herbert's out there whipping that ball around. That defense is stout, dude. Just straight stout. Carl Nassib for $25 million. God, dude. Some of our contracts of some of these free agents out there, they piss me off. Irvin is a monster and a powerhouse. I'm hoping he comes out there and is that player still. If he's still that player, that's going to... And then having Abram back, and then maybe getting Arnett back, and then having Mullen on our other side, that's when you'll see this defense really start to look pretty damn good out there. Jackson stepped on Sue. Probably Sue deserved it, but Jackson got ejected. Yeah. Raiders look better in 2015 on defense. Hire Dan Quinn. Washington Redskins, or the Washington football team. Raider Keith, what's happening, dude? That's where Del Rio's at. He is. He's with the Washington football team. Thank y'all. Popped in my head as soon as I read that twice. So was Collins. Yeah, that's it, dude. That is it. Tampa Bay didn't do... Yep. They scored 3 times at the end of the game. That's what I'm saying, dude. The score of that game was truly inflated. We were in this game until late. There was 11 minutes left. It was 24-20. We could have won that damn game. We very easily could have won that game. But we blew it on defense. And I think that's really what got Gruden pissed off in this game was why the hell were we in that defense at 3rd and 15 and then playing so far back? You should have been playing right at that 15-yard mark. They weren't. They were like 20 yards back and just blew that damn defense out there. And I really think that's what's going to end up leading into these changes out there. Ball again in the territory. Yep, Raiders need more defense. Hopefully we see it, dude. How tall is Collins? I don't know. That's his stats right off the top of my head. I used to have them all wrote down. Gruden is not Chucky anymore. He's gotten so soft. I'm not going to lie, dude. I've said it before. I have some doubts about Gruden in my own personal mind out there. I think Gruden, everything seems to be working with the offensive side of the ball right now, but he's not nearly as aggressive as he used to be. He's gotten way, way too conservative, especially in games where we jump out into a lead. I want to see him keep his foot on the gas like we did against KC, but I really think that was Carr running that game, not Gruden. So maybe if you just let Carr take a little bit more control out there, let him get this offense going out there. Del Rio was coaching for the... Yes, dude. Bro, we couldn't pressure dead leg Brady. Mayfield is mobile. That's going to kill us, dude. If we do not get that pressure, Mayfield will pick us apart, and it's going to suck. I give you props. Oh, Sean, you're going against the grain, but speaking from your heart, and that's awesome. You do have... Yeah, dude, no, he does. He makes a great damn point out there. And he might be 100% right about that, dude. And that's what this is all about, letting you guys go out there and put your opinions out there without them getting totally crapped on. I think you should use halftime adjustments. I think this whole damn team could use some halftime adjustments out there. Just remember Gabe Jackson and Sue fought last year on... Oh, dude, when Gabe got injured, I wonder if Gabe was still mad over that. Mikey, that's a damn real possibility. That could have been what led to everything out there. I still didn't see the stomp, though. How do you feel about Mad Max having 5 sacks? And the next person, Nevin Lawson, with 1. That's not right, Area. That's not right. It should not be like that. I really thought that we were going to see Littleton and Kwiatkowski end up getting in there and generating a hell of a lot more pressure, and they're just not being dialed up. Even when we ended up having Vontaze on this team, he was blitzing out there for us, getting in there and getting some huge pressures. These guys just aren't bringing it. And if they are bringing it, it's just not working. David Irvin playing on Sunday. We'll see if he gets activated. I know he's going to get activated, but then it's curious, is he going to be a scratch again, or is he going to get in there and play 5 to 10? Is he going to get in there and start? We don't know yet, dude. I'm hoping that's one of the changes Gruden was talking about. I predict Jacobs will have a huge game against the Brownies. If our offensive line is back, I completely agree with you, and he's going to go out there and light it up. Collins is he's 6'2". Derek Carr will be 2-0 in head-to-head matchups against Mayfield. Yes, dude, he will be 2-0. Raider Bay Nation, welcome to the show, dude. It's not like they're going to lose love for each other. Oh, I'm going to beef with each other and just get Gunther out, I guess. Yes, Garrison. Oh, dude, awesome. Like, truly awesome. How do you feel about Mad Max? Oh, dude, putting Lawson on Gronk, that play was like, I think it was schemed that way. I mean, Tampa Bay did that to us. I don't think our defense was supposed to line up like that, but the way that it ended up, I don't think anybody was expecting Gronk to go to the outside like that. But there should have been either somebody cheating that way immediately, there should have been a coverage change out there, but there was nobody out there to call it, dude. And by the time that it was, I mean, Brady saw it, immediately got up to the line, snapped that thing fast as hell, and just whipped it up there because he knew he had it won. I agree with Carr should have complete control over this offense at this point. He should go out there with a game plan that Gruden wants him to run and then be in complete control of everything and just kind of take it over. So I don't know, dude. It would work if we did it. I just don't. Gruden's such a damn control freak. I just don't think it would happen. Fake punt in your own 30 and give it to Heath. Give it to your star safety. Let him take that snap and just run straight up the gut for it. But it worked, dude. It worked, and I will take it. And that's the kind of aggressiveness that I do want to see out there. And I think Gruden kind of saw it. Like, we cannot let this slip away. We got to establish these drives. We got to keep Brady off the field. And it's plays like that ended up kind of working for us that kept us in this game until it got to that fourth quarter and we just got blown out. We don't get pressure on the opposing quarterbacks because we're playing to stop the run most of the time. It's what Gunther is calling. That is true. That he is calling a run stopping. But I mean, I'd rather a team go out there and rush down the field for us because eventually we're going to start making those stops out there. You have to be able to cover that damn back end out there, dude. You have to. And you got to get pressure, man. You have to get pressure because if you don't, that back end will never be protected, dude. It'll get lit up the entire damn game. You think that if we fire Gunther, Gruden and Gunther get into a fight? No, I do not think that happened. I think they're both professional enough to where it would just be a business decision out there. I think it would come down straight from Mayock, and then I think Gruden and Gunther would end up talking. Everybody would shake hands, go their separate ways. It is what it is out there. You really need to see how bad the O-line was in the running game. And that one play right tackle went into pass protection, costing Jackson to run into making Hudson. Yeah, dude, it did. It looked like the damn Three Stooges out there. Raider Keith, man, what's going on? I'm glad you make it out to the show. Mayock has been great, but he's still learning. Needs to get better. Yeah, those free agent contracts kind of bit us, dude. Josh going crazy this game. He needs to light it up this game. We're due for a blowout. I can't remember the last time we dominated a team. I can't either, dude. I'm going to look that up after this just to kind of see when was the last time we really went out there and just crushed somebody. But unless this defense has some drastic changes on it, I don't think this is going to be the game where we crush anybody. I think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to win the game. But I don't see us going out there and just blowing out the Browns. I think they're going to be able to put up some damn points on us, as much as I hate to say it. Good coaches change the game plan every game, not running obvious plays. Yes, they do. You're 100% right about that. Dave, real possibility. That's why Gunther went for it in both KC after halftime. Yeah, dude. That's a very, very real possibility. Jackson did say the old Pirates, peg leg stop for shit. All right, man. I got to wake up super early tomorrow morning, so I apologize for that. But I do have to call it early tonight. But I appreciate you guys all coming out. Just taking a look at this Browns game. I'll be back in the next day or two just so we can start breaking everything down unless this hurricane that's heading towards Atlanta just wipes my power out for a few days. So we'll just have to see. But until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. If you could please click that like button on your way out, it truly does help me out. But we will see you guys next time.